They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
"8 years. 8 years ago, I said I would do it. Well, here I am. Looking good, YouTube. My name's Love Game, or PD1 Piranha if you prefer. And welcome to the Let's Play of my favorite video game of all time, BioShock. That's right, we're doing it. Whew, a lot of history I've got with this game. This will be different from my usual commentary style because I won't really have time to... I probably won't be talking about much besides the game. In a lot of my past games I've kind of gone off into tangents about other stuff, kind of vlogged while I'm playing the game, if you will, but this time it is all eyes on me. My name's Jack, not Jack Trimbath or Jack Kendall, my two British buddies, but our name is Jack in this game. I mean, obviously my name's Nathan, you already know that, but this game is the first one... I would say one of the first on my channel that we don't, like, name and make our character. I mean, there's been Pokemon, Dark Souls. We've, at the very least, named ourselves in Pokemon, and hell, in Dark Souls we made our own guy, but this time we are playing a certain character. This guy has a backstory, he has a reason for being here. Yeah. The beautiful frozen moonlight encapsulating the lighthouse. And as you can see, our plane, poor plane bro, his great-great-granddaddy just trying to take us over the Atlantic Ocean, and he just couldn't make it. Fun fact, when I played this game for the first time, I thought that was a boat because I wasn't paying attention. It was actually not me playing. I was watching my best friend, one of my best friends, Alan, play this game, and I looked away for a minute and I was like, oh shit, did the ship sink or something? I guess it wouldn't have made that much difference. But anyways, say goodbye to fresh air for a while. Just gonna tell you that right now. Just as Alan told me. That is the last we'll be seeing of the outside world for a long time. Because here, my friends, it is no gods or kings, only man. And already we have a lovely rendition of Bobby Darin's Beyond the Sea. I'm not sure if did Bobby Darin make that song? I thought for the longest time that it was Frank Sinatra, but I don't think he had any involvement with that at all. None of his art, or the industry perhaps, or even science. But this lovely Bobby Darin serenade brings us into the bathysphere with our lovely red cushions and our even lovelier golden lever. I'll try to shut up for the cutscenes in this game, so a bit of dialogue coming up. Just listen if you will. We're going to be diving pretty deep, as you can see by the numbers. But yeah, I'm going to try to make this one of my best LPs. Just putting that out there. And already we have an ad. Even if you had ad block turned off, you still gotta watch this.
I'm Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture.
And what a choice you made, Andrew.
The artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be
God, I
bound
love
by
that
the
opening
evil,
shot so much.
where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
And maybe it will. Maybe through the course of this game, as we traverse the depths so far below the sea, that whales can thrive. All good things of this earth flow into the city. Yeah, knock knock, I suppose. So interesting ideals that Mr. Andrew Ryan has there. He is not a fan of capitalism, communism, or a theocracy. So what are his political views? Does he have his own ideals that he's built from the ground up? Is he just twisting pre-existing views to fit his own agenda? This is, by the way, the remastered version of this game on PC, if you didn't know. Different font, I've noticed. The subtitles had a different font on the Xbox 360 version, so something to note, I guess. But yeah, because this game is remastered, I have to get something off my chest right now, as this guy gets his entire life off his chest. This game does actually scare me. It scared me when I first played it, and 10 years later it still does. And part of the reason is that everything in this game is horribly deformed. And I have to look at that in like super HD textures. But yeah, we could be fucked right here and now, because this bitch is tearing right into our lovely bathysphere here, and making some progress as it seems. Even the tear looks more detailed in this version, which is a nice little early touch. But she couldn't make it, thankfully. We were protected. I love how Jack is breathing deeply right there, because that's how you know that you're about to get toasted. So let's get our lovely golden radio here, and so already we have our first enemy encounter here, but what happened? Let's look at this place. It's a bathysphere station that we came into, but a great chain is guided by our hand. Something clearly didn't go right here. You have suitcases? We're not your property? I'll rap battle you, bitch. Let me read signs. Ryan doesn't own us. Rapture is dead. So what's going on here? We've got suitcases, people packing up, perhaps wanting to leave this place, but maybe they weren't allowed. I mean, these are picket signs. There was a protest that went on here, so you have to think, was this the people of Rapture's last stand? Have little tickets here, passports perhaps? It couldn't be passports, it's gotta be like bathysphere tickets. They're stamped. As you can see, they were denied. They wanted to leave. But why? If the city truly was a utopia, then what drove them to be so desperate to escape? Well, let's find out. As you can see, most of the power's already gone out here. Oh yeah, she didn't like that lead too much. Nice and delicious. She needed more iron in her diet, I suppose. Well, unfortunately, Mr. Atlas, this isn't Half-Life. Can't really find crowbars in any other video game, but definitely wrenches. We're definitely not, we're not Tim Allen, Tim the Tool Man, but we can get some tool action going. And even expertly dodge a couch while we're at it. Couches are just not a lot of fun when they're coming at us. I mean, a flaming couch would be kind of cool to just have as long as the flames didn't actually hurt you, but... man. What is banging off in here? Anyways, I can finally talk. So a few things just to go over. I am playing this game, obviously, on PC, but I am using a controller, a PlayStation 4 controller to be precise. This might take a bit of getting used to, because in my practice run of this, I was in fact using mouse and keyboard. I'm the kind of guy, I don't know if I've said this before, because I haven't Let's Played a shooter yet. I can do either one. I really don't mind so much. Some people hate controller aims, and people say it's impossible to play unless you're using a mouse and keyboard. I disagree. I think either one is doable. I actually like the comfort of a controller a little better and the pressure sensitivity. As you can see, I'm like walking slow here. PC, you can only run or stop. There's no speed control, so it's a little bit harder on your movement options, and sometimes you do want to sneak around, say, cameras in this game. But yeah, just like I said, playing it on PC. I was originally going to play this on the 360. If you are a very old viewer of mine, you might have known that for years I said I was going to play this game. If you watched the last part of my Pokemon Ruby LP, the first Let's Play I ever did, well, shut up, I'm trying to talk. There is actually a teaser at the end of that Let's Play that says, I'll see you guys in Rapture, and it... well, I'll just roll that clip real quick.
And I will see you guys in Rapture.
Yeah, I sound pretty much the same, don't I? Anyway, I said I was going to do it. I actually went down to a tech shop that we used to have down here and bought a capture card. Got most everything set up, but different things stopped me. The editing software I was trying to use did not agree with my computer. I didn't have a video splitter at the time. My friend bought me a video splitter only for us to find out that it was the wrong kind. And then I eventually, as you guys know, retired from YouTube for quite some time after that, so it just never ended up happening. But yeah, I told you guys this was going to be my next LP after fucking Ruby. Here we are, 10 LPs later, and I'm finally getting to this, and I'm happy that I'm at least, playing the PC version, because we're getting the definitive experience here. Remastered, good frame rate, good graphics. I'm getting a solid 60 frames per second according to my counter down there, so we should be getting very smooth gameplay from here on out. And you're about to see my controller aim skills in action. Before we inject a random hypo needle we find out in the open, because that's what I normally do when I find a city underwater. I just like to inject the first drug that I find, because man, I had one hit of my jewel. I'm freaking out right now, man. It's been 17 minutes since I've had a single hit of my jewel, and I gotta have that hypo. I gotta have the needle Right now.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped.
No, I didn't have sex in this game. That's what cherry popping means. It means losing your virginity. I get what they're going for, but...
Let's buck weak. You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow always have been. You'll be no better off.
God, I hate these fucking splicers. I couldn't sleep when I saw these for the first time. They're called toasties, and I fucking hate them. But here's that guy from the cover of the game.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly.
Please get that away from me.
He's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
I can be your angel or your devil, baby. Oh, man.
You alright, boyo? First time plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Oh, don't mind me, dude. Was I talking about jewels again? Just don't mind me. I got doors to open, places to be, earthquakes to... Oh no, come on, that's just in bad taste. This is the body of Plain Bro's ancestor. I don't want to see his body crashing through like this. Excuse me. Oh man. This is just getting worse by the second. Don't these guys know I'm allergic to water? Oh, jeez. Alright. This guy was apparently having the same idea as me, just could not live without his jewel. I'm gonna get some Merlot. I'm gonna drink an entire bottle of wine right now. Because you're a lightweight if you can't handle that, I'll be honest. Oh, shiza. Alright. Yeah, a lot of stuff to loot in this game, so do be curious when you play. It is E on the keyboard, or A on your controller, or X if you're on a PlayStation, if and you want to loot something. There's one sad thing in this game, I have to say. There's a lot of dead cats in Rapture. Like, that, as a long-time cat owner, that does kind of hit close to home, but I mean, it happens. Oh no. And it does indeed work. It just need a quick injection. Yeah, plasmids are your secondary form of offense in this game. They are literally you splicing your genes to rewrite genetic code and let yourself do all kinds of cool stuff, like shoot lightning in this case. Now see those chain tattoos there, and remember what I said about the chains of industry? Well, just keep that in mind for later, because it will come up. I promise you almost everything in this game that seems like a callback, well, it is. One really cool thing about this room that I thought was an amazing detail, especially back in... Well, I didn't play the game until 2008, but it came out in 2007 originally. This room does, in fact, fill up with water. You can actually just kind of sit here. I mean, I'm not going to wait too long, but you can just kind of watch the little water line as it goes up. And it's kind of a cool little detail. I do like the fact that... Kind of reminds me of the room from Dark Souls 2, where you fight the Flexile Sentry. In that game, the water actually slows you down, which can be a bitch on New Game Plus. But anyways, we're not talking about Dark Souls right now.
I need to get them out of here, but the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe,
Guy, my luck's never been the greatest, I won't even lie, but I can't say I'm feeling too good about this, but you know what? We're optimistic. We finished up the Pokemon League, we saved the Zoids universe, and hell, we even beat the Lord of Cinder. What's an underwater city to us, right?
Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not then when you were warm and sweet? Why can't Mommy hold you to her breast and feel your teeth? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Oh no. She's lost her baby? God, do I even want to look at this? Could the baby perhaps be spliced, or... God, even worse. Oh, you had to say it. Is that what happened? God, I've said some bad things about babies in the past, but... they're human beings, man. I can't bear to look at this. It's a gun? Man, these guys have gone nuts. Far beyond it, actually. They do say that plasmids let you hallucinate all your wildest dreams, in addition to being able to gain all these powers, these superpowers. And the lightning? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Isn't it sad how happy things were not so long ago in this city? The masquerade ball? And a fancy restaurant, no less. Merlot and whiskey for all the people to drink and enjoy. Forget about their troubles for just one night before all the shit hit the fan. It's a little overwhelming for someone who only just got here. Maybe you can try to phone home? No luck. Can't get a signal down here to save my life. Perfume's no use to us right now. Oh no. I'm too spliced up. I'm already seeing things. Oh. God, should I have done that? I mean, I couldn't have gotten out the room if I didn't. I would have been stuck there and left to die, but... God, was it really worth it to rewrite my own genetic code? I guess I need a drink. I can't take this. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, whiskey. That's what messed me up in the Dark Souls playthrough. I need to listen to something to get my mind off this. Got no sympathies for these guys anymore. They're only human in the literal sense. I don't want to go this way yet. So somebody's really trying to get in somewhere. This guy. God, they're still wearing their masks. Man, he saw me quick, too. He was waiting to get into somebody. Can't have that lead pipe. Uh-oh. We've angered their better half. I get that in me. Oh, you didn't care about her, you bitch. Oh, jeez. Just look at these enemies in this game. I'm gonna make you look at it too, because I have to. God, the flesh has just been eaten away. I mean, I've seen some anti-drug messages before, but God. It's one way to keep your kids off of them, but... Man, the kitchen took it especially rough. I need as many drinks as I can get. This is messing me up worse than the alcohol. Gotta have money too if I want to survive in this world. Oh, jeez. Do I want to know what's even in here? I can't open it. Jeez. This place used to be... Oh, there's something I wanted to touch on here, but is it not... Is it not in this version? Jeez, I can't fucking focus with these guys. Man, that's kind of lame. I guess they took it out in this version, unless I'm just... Man, did they... Oh, no. No? Yeah, here it is. Now, strictly headcanon here. I believe this to be human meat. God, this is... I told you, man, this is already creeping me out.
If you spot a splicer in the water, hit him with the electrobolt.
Take a bath. Yeah. I do feel like that they could have gotten desperate enough to perhaps eat their own kin. And go ahead and heal so I can get that. But yeah, so BioShock is, in general, a horror-themed first-person shooter, as you can tell. Made in 2007 by Irrational Games and 2K. It is full of political themes and just has a great story overall. Back then, even, I thought the graphics were utterly groundbreaking. And just seeing it remastered, I mean, wow. Just blows me away.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and
Oh, I knew that feeling back in the day.
working. Huh. Imagine my surprise. Oh, just guess I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock, silliest girl in Rapture. Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan.
Oh, that guy was quite the charmer now. I'm gonna need a cigarette just for that. Ugh. Oh god, something really broke out there. It even got caught on the tape.
I'm bleeding. Oh God. What's happening?
Believe it or not, I know that feeling too. I almost, well, I got a huge laceration in my finger one time, and it was just gushing blood. I had to get stitches and everything, and I freaked the fuck out, man. That is not a feeling you ever want to have. Jeez, I'm just knocking all the props around with my feet. That's where he came from. I will note one thing, just for the sake of this kind of being a guide. If there's anything you want here, you better get it now, because you cannot revisit this location. It's just not doable. Don't even think about it. Yeah, we have our little quest arrow here, our waypoint of sorts, but it's just there in case. I mean, I kind of know. I haven't played this game in a couple years. I think the last time I played it was like 2013 or so. But
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute? You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
Adam, huh? And the stuff we use to inject it is, well, it's called Eve. I think it might have been intentional, don't you? These naming conventions, man, I must be getting old. So let's see what happens when a splicer is brave enough to take on one of these harmless little sisters. Well. Oh, jeez. God. What am I even seeing right now, man?
That's the big daddy. She got it on him. He keeps her safe.
Poor thuggish splicer. How he had it coming, though. Who am I kidding? We got a play here. Happy chappy. By the way, I'm entirely like being in character here. As I've said before, I have played this game a number of times, so I know what I'm seeing. I'm just kind of trying to. Director's commentary. That must be for the remastered edition. I won't play it now because it'll probably just be more like speaking. I mean, it's commentary. That's kind of the definition of what that is. But let's munch down on a nice cream-filled cake. For what it's worth, we are playing on the medium difficulty right now. Just because I haven't played in a while. Somewhere down the line we'll do something on hard, or even have a new survivor difficulty in this game. Good ol' Jack. Big was the one who told me about all the cool stuff they added in this game, and how I should at one point, everyone should try this game on the survivor mode, because it does make you feel like you're really... It's quite immersive. I just shocked myself. The whole game is immersive, but just that one aspect of it can be really a great way to get you into things. And I love it. I really do. I love so much about this game. And that's just one thing. That is just the tip of the iceberg. Unfortunately, we've triggered a security alert, and that means some real bad homies are coming for us. Bad boys, bad boys. Thankfully, there is a nice, conveniently placed pool of water down here that we can use to our advantage. Don't need our gun just yet. I'll hang on to it for later. Yeah, come right down here, buddy. I am using this a bit too much, I feel, but you know what? We got more hypos. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I mean, if that keeps happening... Well, you know what, though. Any loot for us around here? Ooh. Just some bandages. Urgent as this is, I do want to make sure I find everything here in particular, just because... Oh, shit. Oh, a flamethrower turret. That's not good. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. Turrets will be a major thing later on, shall we say. I'll show you what they're about when the time comes. Alright. Oh, shit.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here!
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches
CIA general. Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't the giddy socialite to be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or thus Lasagna, Jerry.
I'm glad this game has subtitles. Oh man, he's really sending the army after us this time. Come on, Atlas, this glass ain't gonna hold forever. Gotta get out. No choice.